My apologies if I sounded like a little bitch. It's just you went back and forth. Can you hand this to Mom? Now, what was your problem? Because you looked at me as if I did something. Oh, that's very copyrighted. Oh, wow.
Hey, Mom.
No, but you looked at me as if I did something.
Hey, Mom.
Yes.
They wanted me to pass you this.
Yeah. No, but I got a little testy because you went back and forth.
Hey, can I have copper back when I get home?
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know if you can come back. Oh, sorry, Jane.
You seem tired. I love how that's still the radio's volume.
Turn it on.
It is on. That's not. It is. It is on. I wasn't fussing. I love how today's the dysfunctional episode. I'm gonna make that joke again. I see today's the dysfunctional episode. What?
He said I love that today is the dysfunctional episode.
Inspector Gadget.
Inspector Gadget.
No, even Inspector Gadget is more functional than that.
No, Dad just made a joke about looking today and having a
No, but Inspector Gadget, though, of all the... This is quite the... Wow. You ever wake up in the morning and you just say poop?
How does he know? They worked together in high school. They both worked at Grand Officer. Yeah.
I've known them since I was.
I don't Kelly and Sarah and Gina all met at Red Lobster. They were all waitresses at Red Lobster in high school. Anyway, she said Gina, and for some reason, Gina just, She said, yeah. She said, how do you know? I said, they live behind us. I said, they live across the street, up the road, their whole lives. She's like, oh my God. She's like, I forgot that those were from my babies. Yeah. She said, it's not this one. I said, yeah. I said, and Gina and Jeffrey and Erica, which Erica had already graduated. I said, they started here in tabernacle. Jeffrey and Gina were there. I said, yes. So them, like, you got to know the mom and the dad, and you know, your story and stuff. She said, oh my gosh, it's such a small world. I said, what happened? She said, he had epilepsy, but dealt with it, like, had problems from it for animals, like, long time. She said, I didn't find out till Sunday. She said, I am so sorry, I did not know. She's like, it's okay. She said, you have to play Wednesday, you have to play Friday.
Shaky, shaky. At this point, it's just that one picture called Amber Lamps. Now, you don't remember the vintage pizza in the attic? Took a bite, called Amber Lamp. Did we forget where his car is? I just made a joke. Did we forget where his car is? Because it feels like we just came this direction and went back. And that's not a complaint. I know, but it looked like we came this way and then turned around. No, I said looked like. You don't. Oh my God. And it's called Undertale, singular, not Undertale, plural. Okay. Well, literally nobody in this house has ever touched Undertale, so you should expect us to know nothing.
Well, you should have known me.
I don't play Undertale. I know an internet joke doesn't mean that I know anything.
Well, the thing I just saw is that
But knowing something like that does not equate to, oh, he knows everything. Yeah, and what's the Zombieland conversation when they're in the car? She's only famous when she's Hannah Montana, when she's wearing the wig. You say as if you're not the fuckhead who wanted the Hannah Montana dollhouse. How? But it's connected to the property. No, that's the thing. He was going to keep walking regardless of if you stopped the car.
he has a catfish. I did it once, but never again. But I almost tripped.
What?
Yeah, I'm aware.
Oh, what happened?
She has a finger blister on her lip,
I'm aware.
Oh.
and she gave it to me. I
Oops.
have one.
Oh, goodies. That means you're going to get a whole congregation sick.
You have perfume. Hey, Mom, you remember someone telling Logan and Boy about getting herpes for the first time? Why was Bob so surprised again? Or like, what?
she asked, why was he so
Because he
surprised?
didn't know what he didn't know herpes. The girl in the house.
Why did he think herpes did something else? Is there two types of herpes?
Are you taking her back to the house?
The other kind.
What are you doing?
Taking her back to the house.
Oh,
So she didn't have to ride in that car instead because he didn't know if the air conditioner or not.
is he ahead of us?
He's right in front of us.
Okay, I didn't know.
There's another turn that Jay, look where he put the tag on that car.
I can't see. I can't see.
Blind like me.
No, I can't see.
You see it now?
Now I can. Hoping and praying for it to slide off.
It's okay. Okay.
Hoping and praying for it to demagnetize.
Demonetized.
See, because as soon as you get in the house,
Speed limit 35.
as soon as you get in the house, there'll be a cop working. Yeah, that's
Really stubbies.
Hope you enjoy the 15 calls from both of them. No, the 15 from Dad about Daisy and the 15 from Lo about both of them.
Well, I'll send the phone energy or a call.
The what?
Phone.
Yeah, Lo, you're so blind you would end up sending the eggplant instead.
I'm pretty sure I passed on to Jay.
Well, it's what sometimes.
You have a minor in your ears. In your ass.
Oh my gosh.
And you have a minor in your ass too. We need to operate. We need to get that minor.
So much better that you're making these jokes to your grown one. Practically wishing for me to be put on a list now, aren't you? What?
She's just making
No, but you're not seeing the joke I'm making. What is the actual Scott the Woz quote? Better the child employs me than me employ the child. No.
Well, anything's legal if there's no cops around.
Are you fucking aware?
what she's saying.
Yes. In context with this conversation. Hey, FBI, just so you know, we are not partaking in young person related essay.
What's that essay?
Something white.
No. S.A., the letters. Yeah.
What's the joke? Security cop?
That's security. That would be security AOC. No, you know the scene from the Simpsons movie? We can't keep stopping at every sop, y, or oy vey sign. Trinity. Oh, what was that word again?
Rocket.
Oh, it's so it's real hard.
Don't say that because then tomorrow his leg will be messed up and he'll try to pick up a door with his leg. Isn't that how he technically broke his arm?
delayed game is eventually good, but a rushed game is forever bad. You act like that statement's not the truth, though.
Hell yeah, he did.
Don't open your door yet? Open the door yet? Warp the door.
It's woman time, boys!
Woman.
Let me hand her off.
It's better if you hand her off than if you get her off.
You can grow up hair and you call me back and I see you're hot. You have a minor up your ass.
Shut up. You know, she's gonna make that joke in the wrong place one of these days.
Yeah, that would not be cool.
Could you
And are you aware?
that in church?
That's what I'm saying.
Come on.
Like,
We were getting a kick out of the tag place.
And me. Hey, Dad. I told Jay he had a minor up
okay,
his ass.
the more the do we have anything to do tomorrow besides her food day? Can you speak up a little?
No.
That you're aware of. Anything
That's
that
probably seriously probably not going to be great.
just
All the running and stuff we done today.
okay, do you have anything to do this week though? I love how we've just gone back and forth. In general,
Shoot! Bless me.
sneeze beat. We should sneeze.
Hey, can you go to the Regal app,
And
click on the movie today,
okay,
and tell me how much the tickets are?
okay. Is that all you wanted?
Yeah.
Okay. You know, you said probably not do anything tomorrow. You should just be glad that it'll be too insufferably hot.
Yeah, we probably won't go nowhere tomorrow nor Wednesday, because Wednesday is going to be the hottest. The end of the week we'll go do something.
Yeah, I will say though, you gotta like stop saying we're doing this or doing that on a certain day. Because usually when you say that, like with an exact day, which you know what I will say, they need to build a second in Charles closer to here.
I know. There's quite a few stores I wish we had.
Name one. 10 books.
I wish we had. Are we talking Gaston or are we talking Dallas?
Just stores in general.
Stores
Just
in general. I wish we had a Marshall's a little bit closer. I mean, we have one in Lincolnton, but I wish we had one a little bit closer, like in Gastonia. I wish we had St. Charles, a Barnes and Noble.
well, we have Barnes and Noble in Hickory, which isn't that far.
No, I mean it's not that far, but
It's better than Charlotte.
yes, it is closer than Charlotte.
I hope you enjoy frequenting that Barnes and Noble come Christmas.
Yeah,
Come November specifically.
yeah.
I hope that Barnes and Noble enjoys trying to figure out where to put the CC40 box set coming out. No, the $600 Criterion Collection box set.
Yeah.
Which, you know what shits me about the Criterion Collection? How every movie they release has a spine number, but it's impossible to really have all the spine numbers because some of them are out of print.
Yeah.
Some of them were never released on this format or that one.
Yeah.
Some of them are only on Laserdisc. So is it really possible to have the whole collection? The most complete you could do is like all of them from a certain year. So like from insert year here to now. So if you start at like, you get what I'm saying? If you start at like year like, which you know what I love seeing? People debate how they organize their criterions. No, like, do you put the, like, I see people actually debate that. Do you organize them by spot number? Do you organize by director? Do you organize by release order? If you were collecting them, organize them. Speak so I can hear you. I wasn't fussing, I just...
I would probably organize them by number, if possible.
If possible.
Yeah.
But if not possible...
If not possible, then I would probably organize them by job.
In my order, not... So, like, David Fincher, Andrew Stanton, Wes Anderson. Although, Andrew Stanton is easy, because only one of his is in the collection right now. Wally. That, like I said, easy. That's the only one. Can you see any other Disney movies? Well, you gotta think long and hard, though, because, like... It's not like they're going to throw in, like, Frozen, or not like they're going to throw in, like, Encanto. I mean, yeah, there have been some more recent movies in there, but they're not going to throw in, like, the latest... They're not going to throw in, like, Cars 3. Come to think of it, I don't see Cars making it in at all.
Yeah, I don't think it really.
You tell me why.
Oh, I just don't. I see something like Fantasia
Yeah.
or Snow White.
Yeah. In fact, the latest title that they have licensed off of Disney is kind of the last one I was expecting them to go after. The Shape of Water.
Is that about?
So there's this, it's, okay, so you know Guillermo del Toro.
Yeah.
It's a movie of his. This, basically, to summarize, this girl falls in love with a sea creature in a lab.
Gotcha. What they call it, wait.
Yeah. I will say though, I was saying to myself, like, out of all the movies they own, the millions probably, y'all chose this one. And then I remember two things. Are you listening?
Yeah.
Then I remember two things. Oh yeah, one of Guillermo del Toro's movies has already made it into the Criterion Collection. Pinocchio.
Oh,
And then I said, oh yeah, this one's under Searchlight, which is Disney owned, but not flagship.
yeah.
That's the thing I've noticed. Disney will gladly hand you like 20th Century, Searchlight, Touchstone. Okay. But no, that's what I've noticed. Disney will gladly license out like Touchstone, 20th Century, Searchlight, ABC, but they'll never license out like... Okay.
I know.
Well, that required some acknowledgement.
Oh, I get it.
You are going into damn robot mode.
Yeah. I mean, I get it. They're not going to license out certain things.
No, but like, but notice it's only the flagship stuff. Come to think of it, you know what while I could see Star Wars making it into the Criterion Collection, I don't see any Marvel movies ever making it in.
That would be a tough one.
Tough one because,
I mean, because I can kind of see, like, maybe the first Iron Man
yeah,
or the Avengers, like the first one,
yeah,
or the first Spider-Man.
yeah.
But then you think about, like, like, if you put in Iron Man, like, you got Iron Man 1, 2, 3, you got Spider-Man 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, you know.
Well, they
like,
can't, they're not gonna
That's
do.
what I'm saying. Like, so then I could see them not doing those type of movies.
Well, I mean, the thing is, hang on. Well, the thing is, they have Chasing Amy, but they don't have Mallrats and Clerks before it. And Chasing Amy, I mean, it's not Clerks 2,
Yeah,
but it takes place.
in the same universe.
Yeah, so you have the third film in the series, but you don't have.
But you don't have to see Clerks to understand Chasing Amy.
I mean, that is
And
true.
vice versa.
Yeah. To be fair, though, Jay and Silent Bob Strike Back practically banks on the fact you've seen Clerks through Dogma. Because it's like everything that was in those previous 4
Yeah.
comes back to some.
So that's what I'm saying. So I couldn't, I guess I wouldn't see it put anything that's like,
Well, they've done a few sequels, but not. Like, a few sequels have made it in.
which ones?
Like, not saying any in particular, I'm just saying a few have made it in. Like, they're not super common, though.
Gotcha.
Like, typically and when they do box sets, they typically just aim for, like, of a director or of an actor
Yeah.
than of a series.
I see.
Like, there's a Bruce Lee set they did.
That makes sense.
They did a Godzilla, you know, that big stupid one that's like the size of.
Yeah.
They did the Godzilla set.
Yeah.
But see, even those, they're not interconnected.
Yeah, that's true.
Like, none of the Godzilla movies, unless we're talking the Monsterverse, the recent ones,
Yeah.
none of them really tie into or.
You don't have to see one to see the other.
I mean, unless there's like anything within that.
I got you.
I mean, if we're talking Japan-made Godzilla, then very much you don't have to. It's only when them filthy Westerners get a hold of. What's a movie that, like, you do want to check out, but the fact that it's a sequel throws you? It's not hard to answer. What's a movie that you have, like, found interest in, but the fact that it's a sequel kind of stops you from watching it? Because you worry, like, you know what I find delightfully impressive? The fact that Deadpool and Wolverine banks on the fact you've seen all the previous movies, but you still don't have to be totally clued in.
No, I get that. I've seen the first Deadpool, granted, a long time ago. Haven't seen the second one. Haven't seen any of the X-Men stuff.
Are you sure?
I mean, I've seen bits and pieces, but I mean, it's been so long that I don't remember. But you didn't have to see all those in order to get it.
And I love how we're just disregarding the other important ones, which would be Loki,
Yeah,
because the TVA, that's what they're from.
yeah.
We're also just going to disregard. Well, what were some other things you do recall being mentioned in the movie?
Oh, I don't know. I mean, they did mention that
I love how we're just ignoring the Avengers.
Yes.
Which the strangest thing was hearing the word Avengers come out of Hugh Jackman's mouth. Because they've notoriously done every cartwheel ever to try and make sure.
That they don't connect.
Well, gee, don't you know the story of Marvel? What's the story?
They all connect.
No. It's not that simple. We need to go before the MCU. Marvel, the company, the comics, the films, the everything, they were on the verge of bankruptcy. So to get the money, they sold the film rights. So like Sony would get Spider-Man, Fox would get the X-Men, Daredevil, Fantastic Four, Deadpool. The Avengers were just kind of up in the air for a while. New Line would get Blade. That's the story. And then when the MCU got started, they didn't own those characters. Because Fox was still doing X-Men, but Paramount, then Disney, had everyone else. Although Universal has the Hulk. Similarly, Sony still has Spider-Man. So in order to keep using him, they basically have to... In fact, this came up recently, and it's the dumbest thing. There's a rule, it's an actual rule that they have, that they cannot use certain Spider-Man villains in the MCU if Sony used them first. So they can't use Morbius because the Morbius movie happened. They can't use Venom because the Venom movies. They can't use... Well, I mean, they can use Willem Dafoe Green Goblin, but they can't... They can't do, like, a new... So if you've been wondering about the lack of classic Spider-Man villains... What? You say you're going to get the tickets in here? I'm so used to you getting them online that I kind of forget. Are you ready for the Christmas movie season to just pop off? Sonic 3 and its competition itself. Make the most of tonight, Twinkle Toes, because you won't like tomorrow.